It's similar to a homophobic priest trying to draft legislation for gay marriage. It's a position that they've never held before. They're not respectable on that issue. I find it very offensive that law enforcement and politicians who put us in handcuffs and in jail and gave us records are now cashing in on the very thing that they call us criminals for doing before.
Marijuana activist Jody Emery has spent her adult life fighting for the legalization of marijuana. She and other nonviolent activists with no alleged ties to organized crime have been busted and charged by police. Now, right here on Queen Street West, there have been several raids at illegal dispensaries in recent months, and now the very people who have cracked down on pot pioneers, throwing some of them in jail, are positioning themselves to cash in on the lucrative marijuana market.
They're simply finding a way to continue to get paid from pot after, getting paid by the taxpayers to enforce these laws.
Two of the more high-profile cops who are publicly preparing to take their piece of the pot pie are former OPP Commissioner Julian Fantino and former RCMP Deputy Commissioner Raf Sukar. They're now both at the helm of the medicinal marijuana company Alifa in Vaughan. Alifa is not a dispensary. The company says it connects patients with medically authorized cannabis and other health services at locations across the GTA.
We're very concerned about what this means. For instance, what do you do with a young child who is found in possession of marijuana? And what do you do with people who are driving and smoking up? I mean, all of these things are very critical public safety issues.
In October 2015, Fantino tweeted, "I am completely opposed to the legalization of marijuana." Today, Ontario's Attorney General, who's played a key role in our province's marijuana rollout, refused to weigh in.
I'm not going to comment on somebody getting involved, whether a former chief of police or a parliamentarian in the business, as long as it's within what's allowed by the law federally or provincially here in Ontario. I think you have to ask them how they feel morally because they had the views before and obviously they've changed their minds.
We reached out to Fantino today, though we were told he was busy with appointments. However, Fantino has been quoted as saying he's had a change of heart when it comes to medicinal marijuana after speaking with veterans suffering from PTSD.
I think that they've seen the dollar signs, because if they really saw the light, it would mean they would acknowledge that marijuana prohibition has been one of the greatest civil liberties violations in this country.
Jody Emery wouldn't be allowed to work in a legal marijuana marketplace in Canada because she has outstanding charges for running an illegal dispensary. She's calling on the feds to drop all marijuana-related charges in our country. Currently, there's only a consultation going, which is looking into dropping people who have been charged with small-scale possession or small-scale grow-ops. I'm Adrian Gabriel for City News.